morning, good night, and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. My name is Justin, or PBJ, and welcome back to another fantastic video. Today, we have a very special guest with us on our commentaries. Typically, I don't do this with other people, but today is very special because we're doing it with Rocco, or Cheddar Boy.
Hi guys.
Subscribe or something.
You guys don't leave a sub on this video.
Yeah, don't leave a sub, otherwise you're gonna get coronavirus.
Just dislike it.
You got it. So today, Rocco, what are we talking about?
So today we're going to be talking about everything about Animal Crossing New Horizons.
Yep.
With the release, what do we think about it, and how good do you think it's gonna be?
Okay.
So let's start off. I'm gonna be asking you, what do you think about New Horizons?
I think it's going to be a revolution, kind of for the series, because I feel like Animal Crossing has basically been the same game for almost 20 years now.
Yeah.
It's literally been the same game for 20 years.
But for some reason,
hasn't changed, like, in any aspect. New Leaf, sure, introduced some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah.
New Horizons, I feel like it's going to expand upon everything.
Yeah.
Everything that, and if it doesn't, then I don't know how I'm going to feel about it. I'm super hyped for it, though.
Yeah, I mean, in all the directs, too, it showed that there's a lot more changes, and
There's a lot.
way more. I wouldn't say it's. In some games, it kind of got boring after a while, but I feel like
Some of the earlier games, definitely.
I feel like with the Nook Miles and all the missions and stuff, it won't get
Yeah, because you
boring.
get, like, the daily missions.
Yeah,
so,
you can
like,
do missions now, which is really cool.
I don't know if I talked about it, but in one of my game design videos, I said that you needed to kind of always have a task for you to do,
Yeah.
and that's what gets people coming back.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like it's kind of like, I know when they did the Welcome Amiibo update in New Leaf, they did, what's it called? They did initiatives or whatever, and they basically give you daily challenges.
Yeah.
So with Nook Miles, they do that.
Yeah, I think Nook Miles is going to be a great addition to the series of Animal Crossing.
What do you think about the landscaping? What do you think about that?
I actually think the landscaping is really cool. I feel like people can get really creative with the hills and all the pathing that you can do, and the custom designs are just so cool. How you can just make your own, and it's way better than the ones before. Like in Animal Crossing New Leaf,
And the other ones,
those patterns were just
It
disgusting.
was lackluster, and there wasn't much of design there.
What do you think about the landscaping?
I think, like you said, a lot of people are going to use it for creativeness.
Yeah.
And a lot of people out there are probably going to use it for NSFW. I could assume one thing or another.
Yeah.
Haven't seen it. Maybe don't want to.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So, let's talk about the release date of this game. So, it's coming out the 20th.
Yep.
It was supposed to come out in 2019.
Yeah, they screwed the pooch on that one.
I've never even heard that in my life before.
What do you think about the travel where you can travel to other islands might not be in this game?
What do you mean?
You know, the online where you can go to visit other people's like.
You can do that.
Do you think they are gonna add it?
Is
It
that-
wasn't in the direct.
No, they did. I'm pretty sure they added it.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, they did.
I must not have seen it.
I know they took out, like, the Capins, like, that island.
Oh yeah. What do you
Like,
think
Tortimer
about?
Island? I know that for a fact.
What do you think about the two birds? The
Oh, Wilbur and,
Wilbur and
what's the other guy's name? I forgot what the guy's name is, but, I think, I mean, they're cool, sure, but I feel like it'd be nice to kind of have the post office back. Like, there are just some precedents and traditions that are put into these games,
yeah.
and when we don't have them, we kind of get angry.
Yeah.
So, the what's it called? The airport or whatever.
Yeah.
The Dodo or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Has the mail thing, has the post office built into it.
Yeah.
So, you're eliminating, at least with the Dodo Airlines alone,
Yeah.
you're eliminating the post office, Tortimer Island, Porter. There's no Porter. And Rover. I'm assuming there might be a Rover, but you never know. But I don't think there would be. and yet you're at least replacing like 3 things
Yeah.
by adding
Three vital things.
3 things that kind of make the early journey a lot more enjoyable.
Yeah.
So, with like, how do I put this? There's when Nintendo removes things in games, people complain about them.
But they have to make it up with
They
adding
have to
something
make it
better.
up. They have to make it up. If you're gonna take out something, you're gonna have to make it up.
Yeah.
But at least from what we've seen, it seems like they're not making any of that up.
Yeah.
There seems to be like, there are like no shots. There's the town hall. There's traveling traders.
Yeah.
There's the town hall. There's the
Town
Dodo
hall.
Airlines, and there's the museum. That's 3. Now if you look at New Leaf, there's like a whole shopping district
Yeah.
that has like a bajillion buildings that you can go into. There's the Dream Suite, Kick Shop, a Nook's Cranny,
Yeah.
Dr. Schrunk's thing. There's like the museum up there,
What's the
and then even on
the
the
painting guy? Red, right?
yeah, but that's a traveling trader, I think.
Oh yeah, that is.
Yeah. We know that there are definitely traveling traders, and another thing, they seem to love to replace these NPCs.
Yeah.
Like, what's it called?
Like Reese is basically replaced
Reese
because
and-
Tom in Tom Nook,
Yeah,
Nook
Tom
and
Nook.
Cranny, you can literally sell your items there. So there's literally no reason for Reese anymore. So there goes Reese.
Yeah, that's one. And then, what's her name? The turnip seller?
Yeah, well she got replaced. Daisy May.
Yeah, Daisy May. And they have like, I don't know. They're just replacing everything. Also, another thing I'd like to critique about it, they're adding an update the very first day it comes out, which
Yeah.
to some people, cool. That means they're adding a lot more things.
But that just shows.
But to
you
me,
it's not
to me, what that says is that they don't actually have a finished product.
Yeah.
The game was delayed, but they still didn't delay it,
Yeah.
and it's it just kind of bugs me that why games do this. I've seen it a lot
What do you think
in the
about
big AAA games.
What do you think about the new villagers and the holidays?
So what I think about the holidays, I think it's pretty cool. I think it's interesting. The holidays have always been a staple of the series. The little things they add to the game make it so much better. It's the details that matter.
Yeah, like the moving wallpapers, the moving floors.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just one of the details.
All very interesting. All very interesting. So, Rocco, let me ask you something. What do you think about the museum getting an upgrade or downgrade in some people's eyes?
Well, actually, I think that the museum, in my eyes, was an upgrade. I mean, if you've seen it in the 10-minute gameplay from one of the YouTubers, it's beautiful. Like they, to some people who've played like New Leaf and stuff, it's a big change.
The museum has been the same for the whole entire time.
Yeah, but I mean, I think it's a good change. I think it's more kind of modern in a way, and I think it's gonna be really cool. It's gonna make you want to donate your.
It's gonna make you want to
donate, not just sell it. You know.
Because the only reason why you wanted to donate to the thing in the first place was so you could get the roost or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
And speaking of the roost, we didn't see any footage of it.
Yeah.
We only saw a couple of. We only saw the 3 shots.
I do like the concept of getting paid in the game. I think that they should. Maybe they're replacing Roost with a better job. I think it'd be cool if they had jobs.
Mm-hmm.
If they kept that thing going.
So I'll hand it over to Rocco.
So I don't know how I feel about the crafting. Now, there's been a lot of mixed reviews with the crafting. Some people love it, some people absolutely hate it. I think I'm kind of in the middle just because I haven't seen a lot of gameplay on it, but and with the flimsy tools and the different variants, the new pool, I don't know, what do you think?
I think, what I hope at least that comes out of this, is that crafting doesn't become an essential part of the game. Because at its bare bones, Animal Crossing is still a game you can play for hours and not get bored of.
Yeah.
The problem is, crafting adds another layer.
Yeah.
And what I hope is that the only thing crafting is used for is for a couple of furniture items
Yeah, maybe some like
and just
special.
tools. And just tools. If it's like that, great.
But I'm just really worried about like having to collect materials just because you want like a basic piece of furniture for your house.
When
That's
in
what I'm
previous
worried
games
about.
you could just buy.
Yeah.
Which they do have shops, you can upgrade shops.
Yeah.
But like we don't know how.
Yeah.
If they taught us how, like, oh, you had to buy like 15 items,
Yeah.
then I'm okay with that. But like we don't know anything. So maybe it takes a while.
I just feel like they haven't released enough information to like get like a good hold of the game and
But
say
the
all
good
this-
thing about that, it is getting mixed opinions, but it's also getting people hyped up.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever been this hyped for a game,
especially
ever.
a game like Animal Crossing.
especially a game like Animal Crossing. I own 2 copies of New Leaf on the 3DS because I thought I lost one, and I gained another one.
Yeah.
And then I found the other one, and now I have 2. But yeah.
So what do you think about just like the game in general, like an overall gist of things, like just everything?
I'm glad to see it release on the Switch. I'm glad to see the Switch get a lot more single player games, because when the Switch released, you had Mario Kart and Zelda. I haven't gotten to play Zelda, but there weren't too many single player games.
Yeah.
Now Nintendo hasn't really had a history of making single player games. They like to stick to their main series like Mario, Zelda,
Smash
Metroid.
Bros.
Smash Bros. More.
Well, yeah. Well,
in some cases, but
what do you think about the multiplayer? How you can play with your friends and all on one Switch.
The split screen. So
Split screen and multiplayer.
with split screen, okay. Well, on the thing, they're making it so one island per system.
Yeah.
One island per system. You know, that's kind of not fun.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I have a sister. Now, I don't like her playing the Switch because she's going to break it or something.
Yeah.
And I don't want her going on my account and just ruining everything.
Mhm.
Because she totally would, because she's oblivious to understanding.
Yeah, but then again, it wasn't in any other games. Like in New Leaf, you couldn't have 2 islands at once.
If you reset your thing, you could. But there weren't,
Well, yeah.
there weren't profiles for that.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
There weren't like...
I feel like it could have been a really like I know it's
Like
still
with
a
the
good
with
game,
the original Animal Crossing,
Yeah.
you could have like 5 cartridges
Yeah.
of save slots,
Yeah.
and you could have like 5 islands.
Mhm.
That was 5 cartridges.
Yeah, because if you have someone that wants to come hang over, I mean, it's kind of your island. I mean, do you really want other people playing your island? I mean, yeah, sure, it's cool, but like, if you split screen with them, like, at least they can like you can make like your own island together,
Yeah.
like not just your main island. Like you should be able to have a main island.
And a side island.
Yeah, and like your friend island where you like mess around and just like do stuff with your friends. But I mean,
They don't
they
have
they,
that.
they just don't offer that.
I think another key part, what they need to do with this game, is update the frickin' personalities of the villagers.
Oh yeah.
In the original Animal Crossing, literally one of the villagers was like, I think he said like a slur or something like that.
Yeah.
And, okay, sure, some people were like, oh, that's too bad, because, oh, he said a swear word, he said a slur. But, like, you know what that offers? That offers depth.
Yeah.
I want depth in my characters. Because now all of the animals are so happy going, they don't care. In the original Animal Crossing, if you didn't play for like 3 days, they'd be like, you ogre, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You piece of ugly troll
Yeah, and then
thing.
and then Isabel's like, "You didn't play! Go kill yourself!"
Yeah, and and now they're just so calm. I feel like what they need to do, they need to make the villagers like villagers.
Yeah.
They need to have more emotions than just, hey.
Hey, how you doing? Go back to what you're doing. You
Yeah.
talk to them again. Hey, how you doing? Go back to what you're doing.
Hi. Yeah, I was watering flowers.
I hope they're more interactive in a way.
And from the footage we've seen them, you know, sitting on hammocks, benches,
Giving people recipes.
giving people recipes, which kind of makes a reason for you to interact
with them.
to talk to them. And
Which I think that's a cool.
they water
that's a cool
flowers. They catch bugs now.
feature. They plant back your trees that you cut down.
Plant back your trees.
There's actually a purpose for them now, rather than them just sitting in their house
Rather
and
than
literally
just
doing
being
nothing.
robots.
Yeah.
Because in their house, like, what do you do in your house in Animal Crossing? You don't really do much. There's not much you can
Yeah.
really do.
You just design it. Which
You
is
just
pretty
kind
fun.
of stand there and just awkwardly walk around in circles.
Yeah.
Especially when, at least in New Leaf, this is what happened to me. They would invite you over to their house and be like, hey, you just want to come over to my house and play?
and
then, like,
they wouldn't do anything.
You'd go over and then they just stand there.
Yeah.
And then they're like, hey, feel free to buy anything you see here. And they're trying to scam you or something. But
What do you think about the interactiveness and building outside and on the beach?
I think that's great. I think it should have been in there from the start.
Yeah, I think building on the beach is a big thing because you could have a beach house now.
You could have a beach house.
And with the outside placing, I've seen in the Direct and PAX East that people have put like furnaces outside and they've been like sitting on chairs with their friends. I think it's just going to be super cool.
What they're doing is great. What they need to fix, they seem to be ignoring. At
Yeah.
least from my perspective, they're not fixing anything.
I feel like they're adding too
They're
much detail
adding.
to the point where they're not fixing the thing.
They're not fixing anything, but they're adding too much detail. They're adding more things, and that's great.
I'd just say it's a bit excessive with the details, right? Like, yeah, the details are cool, but
sometimes they are necessary, like villagers being more
Moved.
responsive.
yeah,
But what they need to fix the core game
yeah,
because it's stayed the same forever, and it like New Leaf introduced a new thing, but even that it boils down to you moved in, you got to pay off your debt,
yeah.
and with New Horizons, I feel like they're adding a whole new layer to that.
Yeah.
They're adding a whole new layer.
How easy do you think it's going to be to get bells? Do you think you're going to have to like grind a lot, or do you think you're just like it's just super? You're going to be super easy. Because I feel like in New Leaf, I mean, you had to work for every bell.
You
that
had to
got.
work every bell. It was
shaking, whether that's shaking trees, mining fossils for like 30 minutes just to get a good price.
yeah.
I mean, it was really hard.
Grinding
to get
on the
bells.
island with the sharks.
Yeah, I feel like also with the fishing, I think they've added some really cool stuff with the fishing, with all the new fish and the new details. But if you saw in the PAX East gameplay, you literally have to line up the line right in front of the fish's mouth for it to actually to attack the bait.
The thing about the price of money and how the money, if it's going to have inflation or not,
Yeah.
what I just from my perspective, I almost want to say they're going to make the bells a bit easier to get because what is the Switch's audience?
Little
It's
kids.
little kids, or it's all ages. But what most people play? They're younger. They're a bit younger.
And if they make it super complex to get money, no one's gonna have any money to
No one's
design
gonna
their
play.
house.
Only the
to
So now you could say, well, the 3DS was probably more tailored into that. I say you're probably right
Yeah.
because 3DSs are cheap. You can get like a 2DS for like $70.
yeah.
So yeah.
So in conclusion, what do you think about what's your final thoughts on this?
My
game?
final opinion on this game. Well, I guess I got mail, guys. My final opinion on this game is I'm happy, I'm excited, and I want to see what comes from it. I have my doubts, but I hope that Animal Crossing New Horizons becomes a great game that will be looked at for years.
Mhm.
What do you think about it?
So my final thoughts on the game is, at the end of the day, I mean, with all the things that need to be fixed and all the small details and
It still hasn't come out.
well, I mean, yeah, but I mean, I think it's gonna be a great game. Little nicks in the game. Well, I don't think it'll really affect us as much because we're really excited, and Nintendo has just done great hyping the community up for this game. Like, everyone's just crazy hyped for this game, and I think it's gonna be a great game.
I think it's going to be a great game too. thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like. If you didn't enjoy it, leave a dislike. If you want to see more,
Don't dislike the video. I heard you can get coronavirus for not liking the video. Okay, thanks for watching and subscribe to my channel. Yeah. Wink, wink. Peace out. But anyway, my name is PBJ, and Rocco here. With all due respects, as always, we're gonna do the synchronized again.
Have a great day.
Have a nice day. Do you even watch my channel, you stupid little spider? 3, 2, 1. Have a nice day. Yeah, suck his wiener.